It is now 7 p.m. I've been up since 4:30 a.m. The robot lawnmower is cutting. I'm going to touch on a little bit on the robot lawnmowers. I'll give you an update on the overheating issue and how I've sort of solved this issue in a way that I shouldn't have to solve it. I'll talk about that, but mainly today we're going to talk about killing crabgrass. Crabgrass right now is just exploding. Back here I have zero. I've done my job with pre-emergence here, and on the pond front I've got zero crabgrass. But as you might know if you follow my channel, I'm planting a whole new area back over here by the cabin. That whole area over there, I'm trying to establish some Bermuda and some Centipede. Well, guess what? The crabgrass is so thick over there, it's thicker than this Bermuda. I mean, it's solid crabgrass. So I had to make a decision. Now, the product I'm going to show you, I've never used before, and I think it's pretty new. It's from Image. It can be used on almost every single grass to kill a ton of weeds, and I'm talking nutsedge, crabgrass, broadleaf. And so I got a little confused by this product. I had an argument with AI, Gemini, my AI app, and I actually won the argument because it contains a chemical called quinaclorac, which you're not supposed to use on Centipede. However, they combine it with another chemical which actually makes it tolerable to Centipede. So it's a little bit confusing. So you can put this on cool season lawns. You can put this on, I'll put a list up of the lawns that you can put it on. You can put it on Bermuda grass. You can put it on Zoysia. You can put it on Centipede. You can put it on cool season lawns. You just can't put it on St. Augustine. Now there are a couple other weird grasses, but for the most popular grasses, this product is pretty cool. Now what I like about it, and I like about this type of product, is it's a hose end spray bottle. You hook it up to a hose and it'll treat 6,000 square feet. As of right now, 24 hours after the application, I'm kind of impressed because I actually see some yellowing and discoloring of that crabgrass. I spent the past half hour looking for, I lost a GoPro camera. I'm an idiot. And I spent the half hour looking for it, and I realized I was making some compost up in the garden, and I left it in my tractor compartment. So yeah, it looks like little boy 2 is almost done here. I'll just tell you up front on these limos, if you didn't see my last video, I have pulled my positive review videos, all of them. I have pulled them from YouTube. And I made another video talking about the issue of the overheating and the poor customer service that need to be fixed before I can recommend them again. So I have put just cardboard heat shields on this thing, a $3,000 lawnmower with a 10-cent piece of cardboard to fix a problem. On this unit, I actually drilled 3 holes right above the motors since they suck air and blow it down in. My only concern, of course, is that trash is going to get in there, so I do have some screen I can put on it, but yeah, I'll do a full update video on that. I want to open up that deck and see what's getting in through those holes before I try and block it off with something, and see if I'm throwing a bunch of junk into it. But I got to tell you this: I've had sort of an epiphany this week, a life-changing moment, and it sort of has come from the fact that John was here today, and we have so many projects here going on. We've got crops in the field, we've got gardens, we've got food plots, we've got feed stations we're changing out. We've got so much work here. It's almost like I don't have enough time to cut all this grass, and that is one of the benefits of having these robot lawnmowers if they work right. So I told you guys I am going to bring in one of the new ones that's coming onto the market, but my life-changing decision is I think I'm going to bring in one of the big boys. I think I'm going to make an investment in one of the big boy mowers that's out there, commercial grade, and because this is a huge property. I mean, I have probably 7 or 8 different lawns and natural areas out here, and if they need to be cut, they need to be cut twice a week, if not 3 times a week if it's raining. This thick Bermuda, based on these mowers, every other day it has to be cut. Some of these areas have to be cut almost every other day just to maintain so it's not cutting real hard. So anyways, yeah, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you see it. Give it a thumbs up. And when you subscribe, one note I will make, and I learned this the other day, is I wonder why I missed so many videos of this. I only subscribe to a few channels. You'll hear people say turn your bell on. Well, when you go to your subscribe thing, you'll have an option, and it's like filtered, this and that, or all, and you want to turn on all. If you don't turn on all, you don't see half the videos. So anyways, turn on the all button. This looks great. If these things would just run right and they'd fix the problems, do it. So anyways, the other morning, 24 hours ago, I came out here and treated this crabgrass infestation over here, and I'm already seeing browning on it, which is good news. There is one improvement that this product needs. Crabgrass is very hydrophobic, so if you wax your car, water beads up, that means your car is hydrophobic. Well, crabgrass is naturally hydrophobic, and so you need a surfactant to actually really get it to coat. And I don't think, if this product has a surfactant, it's not enough. So what I would do is I'm going to link to this product, and I'm going to link to the surfactant. I would put a couple tablespoons of seed oils or surfactant inside this bottle, then shake it up, then spray it, because I really think the main action for killing crabgrass on this product is foliar. So that means that the contact with the foliage is critical for this. Now, some of the other weeds that it kills, that's not necessarily true. Some of the other weeds, it's actually root absorption, and it can take much longer, like your nutsedge and that kind of stuff. But I'm seeing, now some areas I probably hit a little bit harder than others, and I'm definitely seeing some browning, and some of the stuff, it's turning yellow only after 24 hours. The other thing you need to keep in mind is you don't want to apply this when there's rain coming in within 24 hours, hopefully. That's my gate. My UPS driver just went out my gate. But look at that. Doesn't it look good? This, so you can see the line. Pre-emergent, I put a granular and spray pre-emergent here. This is what a good pre-emergent will do. I have no crabgrass over here. 2 years ago, that was loaded with goose and crabgrass. Nothing this year. But over here, see this line? This line right here? This over here is crabgrass all through here. But this down here is so thick with crabgrass down here. I got my flip-flops on, sorry. Look at, I mean, this is solid crabgrass, and there's no way seed is going to grow in this. Morning. So it's actually did I spray yesterday or the day before? I think I sprayed the day before, and I wanted to come out and just show you some of the results out here. By the way, normally I'll put up a Amazon link where you can get this product, but it's not readily available on Amazon, and you can actually get it a little bit cheaper, probably through Home Depot, believe it or not. Home Depot or Lowe's, and they usually will do free shipping if it's over a certain amount. That's what I did. I bought like 2 or 3 bottles of this, and they'll ship it free. So this is the product right here. You see that? That product right here, and it's the blue label Image Crabgrass Nutsedge and Weed Killer for lawns, ready to spray. Covers 6,000 square feet, won't harm lawns. Everyone says that. But so far, I can tell you if you put it on a lawn, especially, you got to be careful, because you don't want to be out spraying this when it's 94 degrees in the middle of the day, obviously. If you have a little bit cooler weather moving in, this can sort of yellow out or hurt your lawn a little bit, but it's not going to kill it. But if you've got a crabgrass problem, you got to treat it. So anyways, now if you got a little bit of crabgrass, you can go around and spot treat it. But if you got crabgrass popping up everywhere like I do, you need to do something a little bit, take a little bit more action. So anyways, I'm pretty happy with it. You can see, so you can see how this is all starting to brown out now. But I will say, due to the hydrophobic nature of crabgrass, I really wish they would have a little bit more surfactant in here. So it's not a bad idea. Man, that stuff over here, look at it turning brown. That's really turning brown there. I don't know if you can see the color difference in the camera, but that's pretty good. So I'm happy with that. Again, try and apply this when you don't have any rain coming in for at least 24 hours. And then don't cut the grass for at least, I would say, 2 or 3 days. Don't cut the grass. And don't apply this, go out when it's 95 degrees and spray it on your lawn, obviously. And just leave it. And then after about 3 or 4 days, if you want to water it, it'll go down and it'll start to kill other weeds via the root action. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I didn't have a choice. I mean, I've got new seed down here, and I'm sure that new seed is going to get fried by this. But I didn't have a choice. It's not going to grow through this crap. So anyways, that's that. Great little product. And I got a bunch of videos coming out. I'll do one on the update on the Limo mowers. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm trying to run them at sunset. That's one of the keys, I think. As soon as that sun goes down, before the dew gets on the grass, that's when you want to use these things. I haven't had any issues. If I do put them out in the sunshine, I've got those little cardboard. I just put a piece of cardboard over the cutting deck, and that keeps the deck from actually turning, 190 degrees. I did put a couple holes in one of them just to test that out, but I mainly use them now. Like I said, I think I'm gonna bring in 2 mowers for you guys. One is going to be one of the new ones and one of the Kickstarter ones. I'll bring one of those in, and I'll do a full honest review and test on it, because unfortunately on those mowers, what's going on is they're sending them out to people free of charge, and I'm sure they do a decent job on the review, but you really got to have someone that's out there spending their own money reviewing this thing to give an honest review. Also, I am going to get probably one of the new commercial mowers out here, and it's a big deck mower, because what we've learned here and what I've learned is, hell, I'm retired and I'm working 7 days a week now. And a lot of that time is spent on all this lawn care. We have all these beautiful lawns and green spaces. It's basically like a little park out here. And if you've ever gone out to like a park, a neighborhood park, someone's got to get out there and cut that grass. And that's what's going on right now. Is I need John to help me on a bunch of different projects out here, but heck, he's spending more than half his time out here cutting grass. And so if I can have this big commercial one cut all these areas except for the front and back, have it cut all these areas and just have him just concentrate on doing some weed eating and some edging and some trimming, I can use him now. I can shift him over to some of these projects that I need help on. So a bunch of stuff coming up. Hope you'll watch, and I'll talk to you later. Doug.